Good evening. Anybody there? Mm-hmm. It says three, so there could be anybody, couldn't it? Well, let's go through. Good evening. Oh, I'll wait till folks are typing again. Good evening, Neilo. Hope you I haven't seen you around a bit. Evening, Lazy Stewart. No friggin' wedding bells at all. Good evening, Teddy, our bird. I'm gonna have to make them too warm. And the cushions. I've been watching. Right. I'm gonna call you Houston. I'm sorry, but I'm not fucking up when I say it, so I'm just gonna call you Houston. I've been watching the Olympics. I'm in love with the Olympics. I hate sport, but I love athletics and swimming. And what else? Gymnastics. Yes, today I'm going to call him Houston too, because I always mess it up when I say it, and I always forget how to say it properly. So how drunk was Jim today? Oh God, when he put it tonight, if it turns up. Good evening, Lynn. I hope you're well. I am good. Actually got a bit of sun today. Not that I saw it because my family member came. Oh, good evening, Just. I hope you're well, love. I haven't been on, to be honest with you. I've been keeping off. There's not many chats I can go in now without Crybaby being around, so choose not to be near him. No idea what the crack is tonight. Just a chilled one. Hello, Kenny C. Hope you're good. I haven't seen you for ages. Everybody, you can all remember our American friend. You got your drink and your chilling. Good evening, Greg. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Good evening, SC. Ah, you didn't know, did you? I gave you that. Oh, I can't remember when I gave you this, actually. It's getting mega boring again. Well, that's not fresh. Oh, here she is.
Well,
I
hello.
got to turn it just hung up on my phone because I can't hear her.
What?
Couldn't hear you.
Oh,
I've got to turn the sound up on my phone from you. Oh, you're welcome, Leslie. Good evening, Sam.
hello, hello,
Good
hello, everyone.
Good evening,
Yeah.
Willow.
Oh,
Nice to see
wait,
you.
hello, hello. Wait there, I can't see fucking loud. Jesus, hear this bit
Oh,
loud.
I'm too warm. We've actually got the
Oh,
sun today. We've actually got the sun.
we have it.
But
Well, we did a little bit,
well, I haven't
um,
been out in it.
but not much, not much. It's been like it was sunny and then it was cloudy and then it was sunny and then it was cloudy and you're like, ah, for fuck's sake,
That's
man.
what it's been like for us all week and rain, constant rain. At least,
Aye.
I mean, nearly every day except for today. Now, so it's bound to rain through night. Exactly
Mm.
today. It's getting boring. All the arguments. I mean, I'll tell you what, I felt for Billy the other day when I seen that. Did you see it?
No, I've never
When he
been
was,
like I see we're being I've never seen nothing. I caught up on a couple of bits, obviously last night. I caught up on a few bits,
well,
but
yeah, there's a few bits of catch up on.
a few bits if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
We've
But,
all seen them. We've
um,
all seen that bit, you know what I mean? But I caught up on it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've got something to
And
tell
I've
you in
never
the back of that.
oh
Oh,
God.
but I knew I had something to message you today. Hang on.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I should have messaged you, I should have messaged you." But anyway, I caught up on a few bits and bobs, but I don't know what's happened. I don't know who's wrote what. So go on,
Right. Oh, good
you'll have
evening, Paul. So what it was, obviously we all know that Billy lost his son in a
oh,
horrible way.
did he? Did
Yeah,
he? Oh,
Billy
I'm sorry to hear that.
0161, yeah.
I'm
And
sorry to
somebody
hear that.
mocked his dead son. Oh, did they?
Oh God. People just cannot leave it alone, can they?
It's
Do you
it's a
know what I mean?
sickness. It's took over YouTube now. Remember Was it about 3 weeks ago when I was in Emma's? Somebody done exactly the same to me. I come in and said, "How's your son, Julius?" "Oh, that's right, he's dead, your bad mother."
Jesus Christ, man.
Look who's in the
It's
chat.
getting ridiculous.
Look who's in the
Oh,
chat.
hi,
Our friend
Kenny.
Kenny.
How you doing, Kenny lad?
Well, and it was his birthday. My birthday. Your birthday was the 4th of July. I've been drunk since last year. Good for you, Ken. Now, if most of you don't know, Ken is our friend from over the sea, right, from America. The last time he came on, he was telling us about his Mrs. Gangbang and what have you, and Jim kept interrupting him the entire time. So, so that's when he's on over 18s. Well, it's over 18s, and I'm going to keep saying it. There you go. But it is. It's getting worse on here. And I'm glad that oh, good evening, Squidgy. I'm glad that I'm not on as much.
Aye. Well, like I say, we've been away. Like I say, I never been on. I've been like back and forwards and like just certain family things and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But like obviously last week I wasn't here. Um, and like I say, I've caught up on a few things, and I just think some people need to take a step back. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I mean, seeing like terrible things about that, like there for the grace of God, nobody's losing a family member or anything like that. Well, I know how it feels, and if you don't know how it feels, then God bless you, sort of thing.
yeah.
It's not nice, and I get it, right? I get it. People have got beefs, and I get it. People, laying to each other and slag people off and this, that, and the other. But when it comes to stuff like that, and people might say, oh well, you shouldn't mention it on YouTube, but when you're in certain conversations with certain people and like on lives or in
Mm,
chats and that, you kind of help it, or one of your pals will put in the chat, or give it like a little bit of love for this one or that one because this has just happened or that's just happened.
yeah.
Um, and I get it. Some people don't give a fuck because they go, oh, it's only YouTube, blah blah blah. But to the people that they're saying it to, it's not only YouTube; it's actually their life.
Well, that's
You
it.
know.
The thing is, right, people coming here. Now, I class people as my friends. There's some that I mean, a lot of people I don't speak to a lot. I don't. Yes, Stephen, that's the Ken that we're talking about. There's some people I just don't acknowledge, right? That's up to me. I mean, I have no time for certain people. But by me telling folk about my son Daniel, it wasn't to get sympathy and all that. It was to tell. It's like when we were talking, there was me, Gav, and Jaggy on the panel one night, and we were talking about addiction and how it affects like
Mm.
the family members. And it was me and another female. She was in the chat, and I said the only time I ever got sleep was when my son was in prison. Now, I know that sounds weird to a lot of people, but as a parent, you know exactly where they're at. You know they're alive, right? And this other person said, yeah. And I've said, God, I didn't know that. He said, honestly, I said, yeah. I said, ask your mum and she will agree. That's the only time you get some sleep. Good evening, Dapper. I
Mm.
hope you're well, love. I said, the only
Aye.
time you get some sleep. You
Yep.
know, my son was clean. He'd come out of prison. He was doing great. Well, he was doing fantastic. And then he came back up here. And within a matter of 3 weeks, he was dead. You know, so
Aye.
it wasn't like, I mean, he'd been clean for over a year.
Aye.
Well, more than a year, actually, because he'd been in prison for a year. So he'd
Yep.
been clean for like 2 years.
Aye. I think anybody that's either like going through addiction or gone through addiction or anything like that, in that sort of, coming out the other side, they need they
Yeah,
need help, they need support because, they need sort of people in that corner because there's a lot of people that, no disrespect, but there's a lot of people that come out of it and they're not here anymore.
well, that's
One
it.
little slip, one little upset, one little snarky comment, one little, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Stress, and people need to think before they start saying anything. This is my opinion about people with addiction. There for the grace of God, go you or your family,
yeah,
because you never know until it happens to you. And if it's never happened to you, then just thank God that it hasn't. You know,
exactly. Good evening, Peggy. Good evening, Philly. Good evening,
and that's
Nilo.
the way I look at it anyway. And that's just my opinion. You know,
Yeah.
But some people just say it to get a reaction. Some people are nasty, just like to sort of G themselves up or to make themselves look, I don't know, like a bit clever or stuff like that. But like I say, let them fucking get on with it. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what I mean?
it's
Because
like I said. I mean, good evening, Jane. Hope you well, love. It's like I said, right? I don't give a flying fuck what people think about me. I really don't. I barely think I give a shit in the people in the outside world, right? But I've been looking that way. I've always
Aye,
been not giving a shit. If somebody hates me, get on with it. I don't care.
aye, same.
The
I
people
don't
that I
care.
love, are the people I'm close to. That's what's important to me, not strangers. You know,
Yeah,
we've all got opinions like ourselves. We've all got one, right?
yep.
The thing is, I won't go out my way to be cruel to people. I won't go
Mm-mm.
out my way to hurt someone to the way that others go. That's not me. You can say the worst things about me, but I'm not gonna go. You know what I mean? Like we
Aye,
all know who said it to me, right? I could go low and dirty like him, right, and rip him. And I'm telling you now, I would make him cry. I really would,
yeah.
because like most people, we've all got that side, you know. And if I went to that side, I swear to God, you'd be sitting in the corner rocking because I would terrorize that fucker. But
I'm
I
laughing at him now.
feel he's such an ass. He is. But I choose not to be that person. When I was younger, oh, I would have turned up at that fucker's door.
Aye.
I would have turned at that fucker's door and not give a shit. If I was in my like 20s and whatever, yeah, I'd have got a train and I'd have gone. Even if on my own, I wouldn't have needed to go on my own at them days. Like, but I'd have gone to that door and I'd have kicked the fuck out of him. There and then, not giving a shit about it and walked away laughing.
Aye. And the thing
You
is,
know,
right, is like, right, if I say something to somebody, right, and I've really, really upset them, right? And like you said to me that you were fucking bang out order there, like, and and I think about it, I think, well, I'll apologize. I only apologize if I mean it. So if
yes,
I apologize, but the apology is done without a yeah, but if I'm gonna apologize, I'm gonna apologize, and I wholeheartedly mean the apology. It's not
me
a,
too.
well, I'm sorry, but you said this or but you done that. Do you know what I mean?
But
And when
that's it,
that
you can't use the but word, can you? If
no,
I'm going to apologise for something I said, it's going to be because I've said it. Not what they've said
mm,
for me to retaliate. It's going to be, look, I'm sorry for what I've said to you. I'm not going to
aye,
say, but I've only said that because you said this. I'm not going to do that. I
yeah,
apologise for what I said, what came out of my mouth. Couldn't, you know what I mean? What come out of theirs is their fault, not mine. If you lose, you
mm.
haven't done anything to deserve the stuff said. If I hear him say anything again, I'll jump on his back. Good evening, Irish. Just, I think you scared him.
Yeah. Hello, everybody in the chat. Sorry, I didn't say hello to everybody. There's too many here to go individual, but hello, everybody. Start
The best
ranting
thing
or
about
say
my
fucking
addiction is
hell out. Oh,
I took
no. Well,
I took the thing for my sinuses today, and it
uh-huh.
has helped stop my nose because it was running like a freaking tap on James.
Mm,
Jesus. Oh, I feel like if I've said it and I've meant it, right, then if I've gone too far, which case I won't. I'm older now.
right, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you,
thanks.
Paul. But
Same.
honestly, I'm one of these, right? I won't go cruel on people because I don't know what day they've had. I
Mm,
really don't.
aye. Yeah. I mean, for me, right, it's like, right, I haven't got a problem with anybody, and I mean anybody, right?
Yeah,
Like personally, I haven't, right? There's some people that, you know, and people might think, yeah, but if there's somebody that I don't really like and they say hello to me, I'll say hello back.
yeah,
I'm an adult, you know. I wouldn't like deliberately try and start shitting other people's channels or on the panels or whatever. I haven't got a problem with anyone. And like I say, if people want to talk to you, they'll talk to you. If they're different, they're different. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell,
yeah.
it's a typed word. Hello,
That's it.
Yari. You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh,
people get all arsy about it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, can't be fucking bothered. Do you know what I
what
mean? I can't be arsed
percent
with it.
right? I want to be. You
How you
could
think?
talk to whoever you want to honour you. There's no one your boss, right?
Mm,
You've all got your own minds. I would never say to you, right, if you're friends with this person, you're friends with me. It's
right.
childish. Nobody's going to tell
See,
me what to do because I'll tell them to go fuck themselves if they did.
there's people who you get on with, and then there's people who you don't, or there's people, that, carry themselves and you don't get on with it, and there's people that, you're friends with sort of offline on here, and
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And everybody gets like that. It's just a case of saying, it's all about, like, I don't know, there's no boundaries, or I mean, sometimes, right? Like, I've had to put a fucking muzzle on myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, keep my mouth shut and say, no, 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 don't say that. Yeah, you know what I mean? No, no, because it can't further than it should. So just different say it. Do you know what I mean? Um, and I just think to myself, people sometimes need to step back and just think about what they're saying.
Oh,
Think about it.
Teddy. Come on, we
Like
all
when
know
they're
that's
being
never going to
audible.
happen. It's got to get his head locked. Carry on, sweetie.
Yeah, but what he's telling you is he's going to get you in a headlock when he's got no undercrackers on. That's what he means. I might have been away for a little while, but the thought are still left to take.
Uh,
So come on then, what's been happening while I've been away? Come on, chat. Come on, people.
oh, well, I've spoke to Emma today. She's put a post. I
Uh,
wasn't going to say anything, but she's put a post up. The two
mm.
went in today. Now, Brian only came out yesterday,
All
and they've
right.
said um, he's got to go back in. Good evening, Sean, if you
Are you
will.
sure? Why?
Because,
Why?
right, they let him out under the thing that he could walk on his own, but he can't. He can't walk
Yeah.
on his own.
Yeah.
So what they've said is, this is, it definitely needs therapy. Um, Tell him to walk properly again. He needs
Mm.
that. And then if he'd done that in the hospital, so he's got to go back in, but not the hospital to the physiotherapist's place.
Aye. Yeah.
So
Freaking hell. He hadn't had much luck, has he?
no, no, poor
Had
thing.
his
Like, but the
operation.
infection's gone in his knee. They've tested that, and it's definitely all clear there.
Mm.
But no bugger, like he's been through it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know him like
Yeah,
Brian, like personally, but like obviously a friend of a friend of a friend of a.
yeah.
Do you know
Good
what I
evening,
mean? But
Martha.
he seems to
Yeah,
have been
he's.
through the ringer.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
always been nice to me, Brian. You know what I mean? He's a gentleman. He's like one of them old gentle. You know what I mean? The old.
Mhm.
You know what I'm on about, AJ. You go in a
Oh,
pub, and there's
I
certain
do.
gentlemen that wouldn't have men swearing in front of women. Say, my ex was
Mm.
like that. If we were out
Aye.
in a pub, and he played rugby, say, so when we would go for night out, the lads and that would come over and always have a chat. And if one of them swore, he said, don't you swear in front of my wife. You never like things like that.
Aye.
So you know the
Well,
old
it's
gentleman,
okay.
the kind that they don't like swearing in front of women, and that's what Brian's like. He's one like the old type. Good evening, Clint.
Aye.
Hope you well. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jim was drunk as a skunk today. I was just about to go back on, and he ended the live. Did he tell anybody he was ending the live?
Well, I left. I left because like Lillian turned up and that, and like dinner and stuff like that. But I knew he was getting drunk because when he first went live, and like obviously I had it on the telly and that, not on my phone, and he was like, "Oh, I've got this here," and he was going on about ice cubes from Tesco's, and he's going, "Oh, I've got a drink," and stuff. And I thought, "Oh God, yeah, we're gone. It's either gonna end up in a slagging fest or a fight fest or just you know what I mean." So I thought, "Oh yeah, thank God they came. I'm away."
Well, my niece turned up. I was on the panel, and my niece turned up with my great niece. So we were just sitting on the front garden. So I just left. I was coming back because I didn't think they were stopping long. Jim makes me laugh. He doesn't give a fuck. Yes, silly. He knows I used to be James. You're such an ass, Phil.
Oh, and I thought myself when he sees, I thought, you know where it is. I think it was about 12:15, 12:30, when he was saying, "Oh, I've got me drink here and I've got me ice and Tesco's ice this shit and I've got a little bit of like a little bit of puff and all that." And I was just like, "Oh, I can see me just staying here for like half an hour."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Then he started going shouting about said person, and I just thought, "Oh nah, this is gone mad." And then obviously Pirate jumped on, you jumped on, Pirate jumped on. And like I see the doorbell went, and I had to go. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't. Did he just like cover it off? Did he just go enough's enough and just? Oh, did he get that pissed? He'd fucking hit the phone and
But
he hit
he'll
the end
say,
button.
He'll say, nobody jumps on with me. You jump on with him and he doesn't let you talk, right?
I know.
It just doesn't let you talk at all. And then if you say to him, I can't get a word. Now, if he jumped on here, he'd tell everybody, can't get a word in. I'm going to do my own life. Can't get a word in. He doesn't shut the fuck up. Cindy's
I know
busy
you
today filling out green card applications for the Jelly is
don't.
such an ass.
Oh, oh, Teddy.
There's no link to Leeds Squidgy at all. Jim's my bestie, and that's it. There's
So
nothing
come
going
on.
on with me and Jim.
What else has been cracking on? What else has been
Um,
going? What
well, to
scandal?
be honest with you,
What?
I haven't really been on myself because I've been keeping off because it's gone toxic as shit.
Yeah.
So Smithers'
Yeah.
wife's ill.
Oh
Um,
no. I
so
hope
she's
she's all
going
right.
on Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember what day it was to see a
Right.
specialist, and there was a GoFundMe. Now,
All right.
Smithers, we all know Smithers is a lovely guy, right? I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
he's one of the good ones. We all know that. So,
Yeah.
anyhow, the GoFundMe was going great, and then G&E decided that he would donate and done a video about it or a live, whatever it was, and said that if anybody doorstepped a certain guy on YouTube, he'd put 300 in.
Well.
So right away, you've tarnished the GoFundMe.
Oh, you kind of. Yeah. You see what I mean? That's just like I know. He lost his dog, and I did leave a comment on. And I think I can remember saying somewhere his wife wasn't ill because, like I say, we're lying in the bed. I've never really like done out. But
Yeah.
when somebody's setting a GoFundMe up for that, and it's like what I call like legitimate, honest people, like putting money in for a guy, to help him and his wife and family, and that sort of thing just like tarnishes it, doesn't it?
Well,
Do you know what
so
I
he stopped
mean?
it. He's ended it.
Oh, never.
Yeah, he's ended it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the
Well,
thing is,
I
it only
suppose.
takes is one person to report it after that, and they would take it on.
Yeah. Aye.
You know.
It does some things like that, like tarnish it. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not a nice thing to say in the first place, or
Well,
can
then he was
see them and
on.
I'll be or whatever. But you
I
know,
don't know what's going on with Janie, to be honest with you. So I've never really followed him.
yeah.
Oh, thank you, Paul. What happened
I've never
was,
really had him. Not really. I mean,
no,
he came on my channel once, and I'll be honest. Me and Jimmy sat. There was only me and Jimmy, and we're on the panel. I'm on about bloody hell over a year and a half ago, and
yeah.
we sat and we had a good crack because obviously I remember him from like the Frank and Heggie days, right? And I'll be honest, when he came on, I thought, oh fucking hell. But when he came on, we had a good crack, and we were talking about life in Thailand and like how different it is here and stuff like that. And it was really, really nice. It was a nice conversation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then like he didn't come in much after that. And like I say, I don't follow him. I don't go in his channel or nothing like
Oh,
that.
me
So
neither. Well,
I don't know.
he was on PPs. Yeah, I think the lead did. I do. She's got killer moves, and it's like, how would you know, Tiddy? You can't even reach it there with them little legs, so behave yourself. Uh, um, so he couldn't, him and PP were talking, and he was saying the N word constantly.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
And just why? You don't need, if you want to be heard, be heard. You don't need to go and say racial slurs constantly to get somebody's channel shut down.
Yeah. I
You know,
Well, it was even like last year. People were starting to do it. To get people's channels shut down, and people had to clip their lives and stuff like that, to stop it from going out. um, You know,
yeah,
I just think it's wrong. 2 seconds, Juice. I'm just going to mute myself. 2 seconds.
yeah. You groom me in a bed and breakfast. Teddy, me lifting you up and putting you in an high chair isn't grooming you. It's being polite. Same as people still back in Chelmshaw, no different really. But no matter what, they'll get the junior and the panels. Well, Billy, exactly. Say I refuse. It came with PP, so I won't be going there now. I'm just keeping away from all the channels that have him in. I'm not telling him to keep him out. That's not up to me. But I refuse to be in the same chat as him. That's why I'm not on. And the less I'm on, the less I want to come on, to be honest with you.
Aye. Like I say, it was getting awfully toxic. It started, a couple of years ago, and it started getting really toxic then, and like you stick to the channels what you feel comfortable in. Do you know what I mean? Where you can have a bit crack and a laugh, and that didn't get me wrong. Well, I'll take the piss and have a banter and this that and the other. But when it starts getting like that, it's just like, oh yeah, fuck off. It's like a schoolyard. Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah,
said this, or he said that, or she's this, or she about, and I just see myself, oh fuck's sake, man, grow the fuck up. Do you know what I mean? It's different when you're talking like what I call
it's
to your
only
pals. Do you know what I mean? You talk about things that like life and stuff like that. But when you're sitting on a public platform, nah. Do you
like,
know what I mean?
let's
It's
be
not.
honest, but we all know when it started going toxic. We all know when that happened. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was like disputes between groups and different people. There was all over,
Yeah.
but that would last maybe a few weeks, and it was like Expo and Cesspit, right? They would have their tiff. So, but as soon as that tiff was over, then they would all come together. Expo would do his live, Cesspit would do his afterwards, Matty. And
I
it was brilliant. You could go. I mean, I used to go in Cesspit, and I
did that.
never got shit. There was only once I ever got shit, and this guy said, "Oh, they've slagged you off and all this." And I said, "When?" I said, "Oh, then, if you've got the screenshots, jump on with Matty and give him them. I'll show them to everybody." Matty says,
Mm,
"They've never called me." They said, "When I go in Dave's chat, they always make me welcome. We're the first ones that would speak to him. Nobody else maybe would, but we always did.
aye.
Why would I not
Yeah.
speak to the guy? He's never done a thing to me. He's always been polite to me.
Yeah. Well, that's
You
it.
know,
I just think there's a lot of people who, oh, how can I put it without being what Miss Gambino called me. I can't think how to put it. you got
Potty.
you got a
Take
five
up
minute
the name.
conversation and I got three fucking words off that lady, you know what I mean? So I can't.
Think, right, because she said my name, she automatically thought, oh, foreigner.
Mm.
And I think that's what she thought right away. And then she went, yeah, because I said, can you do mine? And Matty said, can you do Jaleesi's? And she went, and then she was on about my favourite uncle's an Indian. I mean, you mean the Irish one? Yeah. It's nothing like you know what I mean? He looked white skin. I mean, white skin, right? And ginger hair. Now, I have never seen anyone from Indian descent with white skin, as in lily white and ginger hair. So that's what she said, right? And then, um, so then this is how we got on to Bomber being my Latino boyfriend from Mexico that was cheating on us all the time with everybody in the chat. It just went nuts.
Because
I think
Gail
she's just
says to
pulling.
my that night Gail says to my Miss Campino, it was just before Lady Flatcap I jumped on the panel, right? She goes, Miss Campino, do AJ. Sorry for this, people soon out she went, she's a cunt. And then Lady Flatcap I jumped on and all fucking hell let loose.
I was there. She ripped her a new one.
Oh,
Where is Gambino? Right.
I was sitting in the chat. Do you know what I mean? Minding my own business and I got called a cunt. And I
I
was in
know.
my head.
Right, Miss Gambino, if you're watching us, and I very much doubt you are, please jump on. We
Do you
would
know
love
what
to
it
have a
is,
good.
right? Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm laughing. You know what I'm laughing about him. When she come up with that with Era. My God. Do you know what I mean? God, if he is passed away, God rest his soul. But when she come out with that about Era, oh my God. Do you know what I mean? The fucking chat went mental, didn't it? You were calling her horse and shite. And Era was on the chat, he was just going, yeah, Miss Gambia. Everyone else was calling her everything, and he was just like laughing along with it. I was like, fucking hell, man.
Oh, good evening, Age. I hope you well, love. Right?
Ah,
Can you
yes.
remember when she done that, like, that dance she done when she was shaking her booty?
Mm.
Right? Cindy has that recorded and sent every now and again. She'll send it. She said,
what, you know,
just in
she's the
case you
best.
forgot this, right? And I'm
Aye.
like, oh, for fuck's sake, not this shit again.
Yeah, she used to come on. Do you know what used to make me laugh, right? What used to make me laugh, right, is she'd be sitting there, right, and she'd be showing off all her jewelry that she had made and stuff like that. And then like someone would jump in the chat and she'd say, "Oh, I love him. Oh, I love him. Oh, he's one of the Irish boys. I love him." And then somebody would jump on the panel, and then all hell got let loose in the all the twats and the cons, and she was gonna fuck them up and stuff like that. It was just like somebody had like flipped a switch in Lady Flatcapper. As soon as you see Lady Flatcapper's name, it didn't matter whether it was on the panel or in the chat. Oh, all fucking hell got let loose.
Oh, I swear to God, right. She used to be like, good evening,
um,
Peter Sky. She was,
I
I
beef.
mean, she was funny, right? I mean, when she done this dance, she had these like elasticated pants on and a sports bra. I am not shitting you, right? It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna have to send you to send this here, and I'll send you the data. Oh, I swear to God, right? 30,000 babies gonna get depressed.
She used to sit, man, right? Honest to God, she used to crack me up, right? She's like, when you were watching her, right? You'd sit there, right? And she'd be sitting there and she'd be like, when the lads come in the chat,
Oh yeah.
especially the Irish lads, right? Especially the Irish lads, right?
What did they call him? Is it
And she just
Shane?
be
Is
like,
it Shane? Is it
there was
Shane?
all of them, all the Irish lads, and she used to have her white vest on, and she would be she would sit there and she would grab her boobs, right, and she would go
Push
she would
me.
like push them push them together. And I said, "Fucking hell, man! Even Swan Hunters couldn't make out that size." You know what I mean? It's a fucking she used to sit. She used to sit. She used to, I love the Irish boys and all that. Right, the Irish lads are like fucking hell.
Oh,
And like
she
I
would.
see somebody would come in. Oh, what was it one day? Somebody she was saying, what was it? I was in fucking Kinks. I wasn't in the chat, but I was watching, and she had me in Kinks. And it was like, oh yes, I'm at me cousins or something in Italy and all that. And then somebody put up, did I have BT in fucking Italy like that? And it showed your plug sockets. I was crying and laughing. And people were saying, move the nets and let me look out the window and all that. And she was going, fuck off. And I was fucking
Martha, that's what we're talking about, right? Because
ill.
Cindy's got it. And every now and again, Martha, she'll send us it and she'll say, just in case you forgot this. And honestly, I die laughing. I do. Honestly, it was a
Yeah,
fun.
man.
But when everybody's saying them plug sockets, and everybody was saying, show your plug sockets and all, and she was oblivious. She didn't even know that she'd made that big mistake. You know,
There
same
was a
as she was in
fucking
Italy, and she'd
black
have been to
BT
plug
road on the
sockets.
fucking window sill. I was like, fucking hell, man. Yeah,
And
I was crying.
how much did that sofa? How much did that sofa cost her? Was it 25 grand?
25 grand. We were saying what's buried in the sofa and all that for 25 grand. Who you in the chat there? Oh, do you know, really, don't get me wrong, right? She's for whatever the truth or dare or whatever it was, right? Sometimes she was funny as out, and do you know what it is? I have some admiration for her because she
Oh yeah.
didn't give a fuck. Do you know what I
No,
mean?
good.
She used to,
Paul, take
you know.
care.
Mm.
Thank you for joining
Oh,
us.
bye, Paul.
He didn't
Oh, she
care.
was funny. She was funny, you know. And you know what it is? I do miss her.
Oh, me too.
Mm.
Even
I,
though she could be vile at times, and she could, let's be honest, she was fun. She did bring, I mean, yeah, she could be vile, but she did bring a lot of fun to YouTube.
mm.
Even if you just laughed, it was just,
Yeah,
and she was serious, you know, about
I,
Gambino and all him lot. You
yeah.
know, that
I
Jesus
remember
no.
when Carlos came in the chat, man, right? Carlos Gambino, right? Obviously, we all know who Carlos Gambino is, right?
Yes.
Not the real Carlo Gambino, right? And he came in, she was going, get that fucking name off. You shouldn't be doing that name. She was going fucking off, and Carlos going, whoa, can't do it, man. And then somebody wrote something in Italian. So obviously I wrote back in Italian, and she was going, what are you not talking about? I was just fucking, I couldn't stop laughing. Do you know what I mean? Bless her.
But she
Like
could
I say,
talk
I've
in
got some
Italian. She
admiration
told
for
us
her.
She said, right, that she could talk fluent Italian. Good evening, Bunny Kings. She said she could talk fluent Italian. So she would
Mm.
have known.
Right.
Gambino, the dinner lady specifically. All right. When she done that dance or that Martha was on about, when she was on, was it like a cream pair of elasticated pants she had on,
It
like
was
a
like a
nylon?
goldy pair, wasn't it? It was like a goldy
Yeah,
pair of pants. Aye.
that's it. And then she had, I can't remember what colour sports bra it was, and nothing else. So, guys, you're seeing a six pack.
It was funny, man. Do you know what I mean? And she used to like, and can you remember when she was meant to do another one with Matty and she took the huff and she wouldn't come on?
Well, didn't she go over to Expos and say
Aye.
that she was being horrible to her? They were all abusing her and all this. I think shite. I mean, he treated her lovely. I mean, he really did. He was really nice to her.
Aye, he was. And then obviously she was in Frank and Heggy's chat, wasn't she? And then when she came back over, people were giving her shit for that and all. Do you know what I mean? And she was, but honestly, some of the things, man, she used to come out with, honestly, the lads would be talking about like UFC or football or out like that. And obviously, she'd glanced at the chat and seen it, and she was like, "Who you fucking talking to? I'll fuck you up and all that. I'll fucking batter you." And all that. I used to be thinking, no, not what they were talking about. It's like Matty would be talking about, like, I don't know, there'd be a couple of lads on, they'd be talking about boxing and all that, and then she'd pop up and she'd say, "Do you like me pencil things I've just made?" These fucking and everybody would just go like, what?"
You remember when she was on about a jewellery, right? And Martha's just saying, yeah, she fancied John Wayne's. That's how she was trying to impress. Can you remember this very expensive jewellery, right, that she
Mm,
had? And what was it? It was just like, it wasn't even Swarovski crystals.
yeah.
Do you know, if I don't care what anyone says, you'll always be my favourite Sally Farmer. And you'll always be my favourite pre-op munchkin. Good evening, Bunny. Hope you're well.
Aye, aye, Gav.
Oh, that's good, Gav. That's good.
Aye. Oh, she was funny,
Yeah,
man.
but
And,
she
and she
showed
used
all
to,
this jewellery, and it was like cheap crystals. It wasn't even Swarovski crystals. But she's trying to make out that he'd sent to them, and they were real diamonds. No, love. You could tell they were cheap, like crystals. Fuck's sake, like she was.
people used to put in the chat, I can't remember who it was. Somebody used to wind it up all the time saying, "Yeah, man, you're in the fucking home." And all that. She used to go
Well, then
absolutely
she was though,
mental.
wasn't she?
I think
Apparently,
she
she
was
was in her own.
like sheltered accommodation thing, like where you have your
Yeah,
own like little flat and all that. And she used to go absolutely
she,
off it. She used to go
I
freaking
can't
mental.
remember the guy's username. It was an Irish guy, and I'm sure it was Shane. I can't remember his name though. Oh my God, she was in love with him.
Oh,
And
aye.
he
She,
would
oh, she
flirt
loved
like
the
that.
Irish boys. Oh, she
He
loved
would
them.
flirt with her, saying, when I'm taking you out. And Bunny Kim's name was the best
Hmm.
name I was giving Julie's. I mean, oh, thank you, Bunny Kims.
Oh, Charlie Mark and Jewelry Martha. Aye. Oh, nah.
Yeah,
He
but
honestly,
that was
man.
the belter. Say they were real diamonds. No, everybody could say that they were cheap. You know what I mean? Took a little stone to them and they would just smash. No mind a break. But she was like, I mean, the thing is, Matty never called her out, right?
No.
Matty never called her out, never said, "You're full of shit." Right? Never.
Mm.
He never went at her. He just let her go on with the fantasy world. And it was funny as fuck.
Matty used to play along with it, man.
Oh, God.
Do you know what I mean? He'd play along with that and all that, and
Yeah, but he was saying
it
about
was funny.
that he was going on holiday to Italy to see her and all this shit. And she was like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, you know."
I
Thinking,
know,
yeah,
right? I
maybe a
know,
little
right?
Italy somewhere, but it won't be Italy in
And she used to
Italy.
love, do you know what I used to make me laugh? She used to love showing off, the picture on her wall of the old Carlo Gambino and her when she
Oh,
was younger. Do you know what I mean? On the thing, and she'd be like, "Look, look, look, that's my love, that's me," and all that. I used to say that. I used to
but
think,
was that really her? I mean, let's
yeah,
be honest,
well,
she could have found that at a car boot sale.
probably maybe off Charlie
You know,
Market with the jewelry. Who knows?
yeah, where she got the diamonds from. But it
Oh,
should have picked it from anywhere and said that was her.
I mean, when you think about it, there's been some characters on this YouTube, hasn't there?
Oh, but there are.
I'll tell you who used to make me laugh. Ronnie London. Ronnie London used to make me laugh. He used to be on the cesspit a lot, and he
Yeah.
used to make me laugh. And I mean, I know he was horrible sometimes, right? But it was just the way he is. It's like for me, there's some people that other people don't like, right? And every time I hear their voice, it's like Peter Mellon, right? A lot of people don't like Peter, but you see when I hear his voice, right?
I
I
like
just start
Peter.
laughing.
He's like
I
a
just start
too
laughing.
good. Yeah. Oh, Martha is she? Right. I think we need to try and find her. And ask if
Who
she's going to jump
Gambino?
on with us one night. Yeah. I think that would be a lot of fun. I mean, we could get cursed out all night, AJ, but I think it would be a lot of fun to have her on with us.
Well, Shana's what I am.
Well, she don't. She thinks I'm
Ah,
it's Indian princess, so I could use that on my behalf. Yeah, I even changed my name for a week or so to I can't remember the name. It was an Indian princess's name, and I was telling everybody from now on they have to speak to me like I'm royalty. Today's the thing, Mrs. Gambino wanted to be a gangster this morning. Today's happy being afraid. Female Fred David name. I'm just happy being alive fully at this age.
fucking hell, I'm more like Fred Flintstone.
Right.
But the has,
So
I mean,
I always say, this is my saying, I'm just like a bag lady, right? AJ, what's your saying?
I look like I've been left in a care home on my own for 6 months. Fucking got me pajamas on, me fluffy socks, me t-shirt with coffee spilled all over it where I've fucking got the shake. Me fucking hair's
Oh,
all
Martha.
scraped back, all my roots are coming through.
Nah, Martha, she did not. Have you seen what Martha put? Yeah, I started a chat a few weeks back. The bitch ignored me when I said hello. That's because you're not an Indian princess, Martha. Like me.
And you're not a
She,
tunt like me.
I wasn't going to say that, but there you go. She'll fit.
Exactly. Well, the slippers, because I'm on my own, me
I was
the
thinking more
slippers
about
with the
that.
Velcro strap.
Listen, right. You're
No.
not going to see me and AJ as two, how can I put it? You're not going to look at me and AJ and say, oh, God. They're posh, so do they look really, you know what I mean? How sweet do they look? No, 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 no. You're not going to say that. You're going to say, you could say me now, you think, yeah, she's definitely rocking that bag lady look. NHA definitely looks like she's been left in the care home for 2 weeks.
I've
Sex
even
with
got a fucking
mingers is
sippy
always
cup.
better. I find myself more experiment. Squidgy, Jesus Christ. Well, Sean,
No.
that's a second offence. Forgot your Chris, Jesus Christ. I forgot I had a
Do-
husband at one. Well, I tried to forget I had a husband. Right, we went out. We went out one night and I got drunk. I mean, absolutely steaming drunk. Because, I mean, looking at his face every night, who wouldn't want to get drunk? And I was standing at the bar and he come up and he went, what you doing? I said, no, you. Now, I can't remember saying that. What I said to him was, I want another drink. But he said, no, you didn't. He said, who are you? And I said, no, I didn't. I said, I wanted another drink. He said, no, you said, who are you? He said, you actually forgot who I was. I said, I've tried to forget who you are many times. But, oh, welcome. Is anyone thinks Jalisa is an Indian with the same name like Putin? It's
Put
me,
it in,
uncle.
put it out.
Exactly. Thanks. So we're not
Oh,
fussy
see,
here.
I've got to stop with Gambino is right. I am one of them. I am.
I need to find her.
All right,
Martha, what's
we'll
that?
find that. Listen, anybody that ever comes across Miss Gambino, whether she says hello to you or not in the chat, tell her to get her arse away here.
This people, two ladies would love you to join their live.
Yeah.
They've been really worried about you, and they would just say, two ladies want you to join. Honestly, I think it would be a fun night. I mean, she might call you
Trust me.
all every name under the sun, but it would be funny as fuck. Just
Of
have it
course it
on.
would. Of course it
Jane, I'd
would.
rather watch those two than any other channel. Oh, thank you,
Oh, thanks,
Bunny.
Gav. What do you want?
Oh, right. I've got a bunch
What do
of
you want, Gav?
Jagabin voice notes. I've sent you. You haven't passed them on to Hoggy. Have you been selling them?
Selling what?
My
Who's
voice.
selling what? Who's
Well,
selling
I'm
what?
selling. I'm sending voice notes out to all the guys because I'm such a slut.
Get your sell on OnlyFans, man. You'll make a
No,
fortune.
I've sent pictures out to myself, everybody. So I mean, like, why not voice notes as well? You two are the best team on the. Oh, thank you, Bunny Kings. I'm puckering. If anybody
I'm
comes
tweaking.
across my ex, could you please just fill them a hole back in and forget? Oh, so I've got about 9 in my garden.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my God, it's so
Good.
warm. If you only
Well,
need 4.5 seconds if you've been together, you what about Squid Jane?
oh, who knows? Who knows what Squidge is on
This
about?
is much more enjoyable than watching Scotland in the
Does
Euros.
she, Martha? Oh, right. Because I remember
Oh,
Martha, right, all them years ago, right? And when Paddy done a live, right? And he was on about this character. This was over two and a
she had
half
the
year
hots for
ago.
Paddy, didn't she?
Aye, and she used to go in and he says I've got a special guest coming. I forget it. He says I've got a special guest coming in the night. He goes, it's from she's like related to the Italian mafia, right? And I thought myself, I'm not going on your fucking panel, right? No, I'm only joking, right? So anyway, right. Anyway, she came on, right? He goes, oh, this is Miss Gambino, and he was saying, are you really related to them and all that? And she was going, yes, yes, of course I am. And she was having this conversation with Paddy, and they were talking about like mob stars and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden she disappeared for a little bit, and then she came back and she was like all over the place. Do you know what I mean? She
Yeah,
was all over. She was like in like loads of channels and that. She used to go in. Sometimes she'd like obviously she was in the cesspit. Sometimes she would jump in Fighting Irishes. Sometimes she would jump in Frankenheggies. Sometimes she would jump like do the round sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And like I say, after that night on the cesspit when she took the huff when she wouldn't come back on, I've never seen her since. Do you know what I mean? So if anybody say like I say, I do admire the woman. Do you know what I mean? Even though she called me a cunt, but anyhow, if the shoe fits,
The thing is,
you
right,
know.
she made me feel a bit lost because she was every night she was on Cesspit, so she maybe
Hmm.
needs a new home to come to. I
Aye,
mean, she might
yeah,
not last long with us, man. She might think, "Fuck you, Sue," and I'm off. But it would be fucking fun for that 5 minutes.
exactly.
Getting her
I
on.
mean, she's to me, right? To me, and I don't mean this disrespectful. She's one of what I call the great characters of YouTube. Even though she used to
Yeah,
do me head in, even though like we had a little bit of back and forth sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Not like horrible, really, or out like that. But she's one of them. What I call she's a character of YouTube. Do you know what I mean? And I think she should come back. I really do. Because like I say, some of the things, man, that she used to come out with you. I mean, some of them
oh,
were
she
shocking,
was funny. She was funny.
but you couldn't help laugh, could you? Do you know what I
Oh,
mean? You had like what I call a young bloke sitting on a panel, and he might be in his 30s, and he has this woman like really flirting with him. Do you know what I mean? You couldn't stop laughing, could you? Do you know what I mean? It was
no.
it was she was fun, man. Honestly, there's been some fucking characters on this YouTube. Can't even remember.
She
I
would.
no disrespect, but
Could
can
you
the funniest.
imagine her and Jim Smith on the panel together?
But this is what I'm saying. Once she gets used to it, once if she came back, like to what I call any of the channels that we go on, right?
Yeah,
She would eventually find herself in Jim Smith's. Do you know? I
she
mean,
would.
everybody seems to find themselves there at one stage or another. So she would find herself in that. Can you imagine Jim with that?
Uh,
I can, Miss Gambino, I can. We there.
Jim, if she
Big
put her
nose.
camera on, his eyes would be just stuck to one place. Let's be honest. What happened to? Oh, Cindy's fine. She's just out with the girls tonight.
Oh no. I just think myself, she should come back. I'd love her to come back.
Oh
I
yeah.
really, really would.
And the
Um,
thing is, I
I
watch
mean,
Paddy's. I don't go in all the time, but now and again I'll pop in Paddy's. So if I see her, or I'll ask maybe Dancing
aye,
Queen, one of them lots. If next
aye,
time they see her, to ask her to sub to us and to come on and have a chat with us.
definitely, definitely.
I never
Um,
know. Gav, get lost. Bunny, you can't say you missed them. Gav,
who's
you
this?
never
What?
seen girls, Gambino's girls. They were
Oh
huge.
my god, girls, you fucker.
Yeah, yeah. Mountains.
Yeah.
Gambino and Tracy are the absolute fabulous of Whitey. They are. Good evening, Timmy B. Oh, thank you. I hope you're well, Timmy. No, them
Like I say, I
huge
don't.
dad. You cannot miss them. Jesus Christ.
God,
Teddy, remove that comment, please.
they're not.
Don't be
They're not.
talking about her like that, please. She's a married lady, now behave.
They're
Yeah,
not so
but
much.
they're
They're
well
not so much
huge.
puppies. They're more like fucking great big
You
Rottweiler.
couldn't call them puppies. Jesus Christ, they're full grown dogs, and there's like sets of them all in one bra. But she was funny.
I
You know,
think
I
she
mean,
was,
she'd come
man.
out with some stuff, and you would think, oh, God, no, no. It was
I know,
cringy.
right? It
But
was
then
crazy.
she would come out with one liners. It was best when she would argue with women on the panel,
Her and Lady
right?
Flack, I like Lady Flack. I've got a lot of time for her. She's a
Me
lovely
too.
woman, right? And he, as soon, do you know what, the conversation could be like this, right? Having a laugh and a joke and all that, and then Lady Flack I would pop in the chat, hiya Matty, hiya chat, and it was just like going for the
Yeah,
throat. She would
yeah.
just go for. I mean, she never said no. All she said was hello Matty, hello chat. And then she'd start, and then of course Lady Flackham would have none of it, and she'd be straight up on the panel. Do you know
Oh,
what
that,
I mean?
and
Oh my God,
it would
God, that
just
time.
be amazing. So, well, it's Thelma and Louise, Palmo style. Pucker up, princesses. I've polished my fossil. Good evening, Mick.
Ah, you
Nice to
make.
see you. Good evening, Dion. I hope you're well, love.
Oh,
No one
oh
doorstep Miss Gambino. Ed, she'd kill him with them girls.
God. I
Oh,
she's
Jesus, you just have to sit on them and just rest them on. Just so you're not going to move if they're resting on you.
no,
But she was,
no.
I mean, I'd love her to come on. I really would. That's it. We're going to have to try and find her.
I
And
well,
just
we'll
get,
have to we'll have to start trolling.
uh,
We'll
well,
have
I
to
was in
start
Brian's
trolling
chat
to find
last
her.
night, right? And honestly, laugh. Now, I say I was there, right?
Oh God.
Farmwork was there, and it was just funny as fuck, the stuff they were putting in. Good evening, Kieran. You're a little bit good to speak to you earlier, pal. Oh, thank you. It was good. I'm sorry I had to dash off, but my niece turned up with me great niece. So
Oh,
I swear
I
to God,
good.
we're going to have to find her. We will have to find her.
Oh, definitely,
That's it. We'll have
definitely.
to hunt her down, and we'll have like a special live for her, and just
Aye.
let her go off. And you go,
I mean, wherever people say about Matty and stuff that happened and all that. People believe what they want to believe, but I tell
yeah,
you what, there was some great nights in there, weren't there? Do you know what I mean? I mean, sometimes it could get a bit like, "Whoa," but
oh yeah,
sometimes, like, that we used to have such a laugh. Do you know what I mean? It was funny, man. There was like loads were going like each other's channels and stuff like that, and somebody would drop something in the chat and would all be laughing about, and people would be like, "What are you fucking laughing at?" and stuff, and would like
and
tell them and say,
people
"Oh,
had
go
your
and watch
back.
it, go and watch it." You know,
You know something?
oh, it was
I'll say one thing about Cesspit Chat, right? Once you were a mod in there, that was it. People had your back, no matter what. And that was different for us because we hadn't been used to that, really, see. I mean,
aye,
Paul Danson, not of a perfect state of chaff of mine. Remember, Julie, the gynecologist looks at your family tree. I'm like a garden gynecologist. I look at your family bush.
he Ed, we were just talking about Miss Gambino and her.
Oh,
When she was
yeah.
saying, either thing she said, what did she say? Let's see if I can remember. You sit in a room in your parents' house, and all you do is drink, and you do this with this one and this with that one, and it was just like, oh my God, and like people in the chat were saying, "Oh, disgusting, that's filth," and poor Era was just sitting there going, "Yes, Miss Gambino, I know," but
The
she
thing
was
is,
being
he
dead
never got
serious.
last. I mean,
Nah,
she went dark with him, man, that night. She was doing because she
oh, she
done
did.
mine, and then she went after Edie, right? And she wasn't nice with him. That's the only thing I didn't like was that what she said about him. And I'm not going to
Mm,
repeat it, but that was
yeah,
awful. AJ, those were the days in Cess Picture. They were brilliant days in Cess Picture. They really
the
were.
way the
You
way,
could have a
and
lot
that's
of
what I'm
fun in
saying.
there.
You called in people that had beef, like they used to come on and that, and they used to start arguing, and like Matty was just like, All right, okay, I've just got a phone call and he'd be fucking gone for about an hour,
Anything
and
to
by the time he
sell.
come back, all the screaming would be over with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's play simple. Oh, but Jane, taking a notice, I feel like he just likes to blurt out shit. But there were great days in there. I mean, people could go hell for leather on each other. They really could. And then he came in saying this. He said, I'm going to change my channel. Um, and what it was the last argument that had been on, and I think there'd been some um, slurs,
Are you-
racial
Aye,
slurs said, and it got his channel took, hadn't he? I mean, how many channels did he lose? God love him.
I know, right?
Um, but I think that's when he'd had enough. And I said, then we'll just do it. I said, listen, they can come on and argue as much as they want, but just kick them as soon as they start using that kind of language.
Aye, she did Martha. She hated John Morris and the other guy. She
Yeah.
hated John. I remember when that came out about John Morris's alter ego, Hannah. Right? And and she sat one night and he was on the panel and she was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I blah blah. And she was going, "You can't even put your lipstick on, probably, man." Me, I was killing myself laughing. We were in the chat for a while, and he was going, yeah, and she's going, "Straight, yeah, fucking way, you're a disgrace to women, you." And it was John Morris. Oh, it was funny, man. Honestly, I used to love it. Sometimes I think to myself, the thing is, though, I think if Cesspit came back, just say he came back now, right?
Yeah.
I think there'd be too many people with too much beef with each other or
Oh,
shit going
God.
on, and it would his channel wouldn't last 48 hours because they do it on there. You know what I mean? And it's just it would be too much, I think. Because you know what people were like. They just used to fucking see out, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? Matty
Well,
used to let them get
I
on with
didn't
it.
care. The thing
No.
is, but in
Mm-mm.
them days, nobody reported channels.
Aye, he did, Martha. He loved Peggy. He used to say
Nobody
to me, "All
reported
right,
channels
you."
then. I mean, Jesus, now they report you for absolutely nothing. And it's
I
just
know.
to get rid of channels. This is why
Aye.
I make sure that this channel, there's no beefs. Anybody can come in, they won't get
Yeah,
banned, they won't get, you know what I mean? Because I say to everybody, look, if you don't like someone that comes in, you just ignore them. And it's worked.
exactly.
It's worked
Exactly.
because people have done it, exactly as I've asked.
Aye.
But you'll
I mean,
always get that element that want to cause that shit.
aye. Yeah. It's like, back in them days, there was a couple of clipping channels, but there wasn't like as many as there is now.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And like if you missed something on the cesspit, somebody said, "Did you see that? Were you in the pit last night?" Well, no, no. Oh, go and watch this, and somebody would have clipped it. Do you know what I mean? And you'd go and watch it, and you'd be like, "Fucking hell!" And then that night, obviously, everyone would be talking about it, laughing about it, and stuff like that. And I just think to myself, you know what it is? Where's the fun gone? We used to have loads of fun.
Yeah.
Do you know
No.
what I mean? Like,
People don't
and
want
it's
that.
just,
But see, the
it's
thing
just not
is,
there anymore.
if you go in as people, then you're going to get more people in your chat. That's
Yeah.
good evening, Catman. I hope you well, love.
Hi,
You're going to
Carmen,
get
you all
more
right?
people in. You know, if you're going to go at people, you're going to get the bigger numbers, and that's why people do it because they're not happy.
Yeah.
Like we've got 20. It keeps jumping between 20, 24, and 30.
Mm.
But people aren't.
Aye.
You know what I mean? They want to hear arguing. They want to hear screaming at each other. And to me, I'm
Yeah.
bored of it. I've been bored of
Aye.
it for months now
Yep.
because it's just the
Same.
same shit.
Aye, it's the same shit, different day. Do you know what I mean? And I just, but half of it, man, like I said before, half of it is fucking childish stuff. Do you
But
know
it
what I mean? And I
right,
can't be doing with it. I'm like, get a fucking life,
no one.
Fuck's sake, man.
Once you've brought like young kids into stuff, no one is ever going to give you respect because you've talked about children.
Yeah.
Good evening, Millsy. No one is ever going to go. No one's ever going to have respect for you, right? It's all at the moment. It's all this like with Chris, Rick, and Anton and them lot. It's gone so low now with them all. They're never going to be friends, right?
Yeah.
So then what you do is you just keep away from each other.
Yeah.
That's the only. What's the other solution? You're not going to meet each other and fight. You're not going to do that. So the best thing
Aye.
for you to do is just ignore each other, because all that's happening is just trickling down to other channels,
Yeah.
and then it's brought up in theirs. Like we're talking about it now, but I mean, personally, I don't give a shit. You know, they can all argue once each. I don't care. But
Yeah.
it is Dion. See, Motors won't have the shit in his channel. He won't have that crap there. But
See, I don't go in the motor. I don't know why, because I don't like
it's a
really know
nice
the
chat.
guy,
Good evening, Don. I hope you're well, love.
you know. And if his wife comes in, she always says hello and everything. But
Yeah,
I've never really been in there, because there was certain people that went in there. I'm on about a good few months ago
yeah.
now,
I know you
that
mean.
I just kind of I can't be fucking dealing with him. You know what I mean? I'm just like, nah, I can't be bothered with you, you know. But like I say, there's loads of people who go live and stuff, and you're right, it does. The problems that are started on one channel, they get taken to another channel. And I've been sitting in channels, where we've been having a good laugh, and like having a good chat and that, and then all of a sudden somebody will either come in the chat or they'll come on the panel, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
And
Good evening,
you just think,
Snuggy.
what the fuck, what happened there, like,
Yeah.
but it's
But
just
just it
whether people
trickles.
are out there or not.
It
Or you
trickles
just
down to
chat.
other people's chats, and this is when all the problem, because then it's you've took sides right away.
Mm,
If you're in that, you've took sides. That's it. Everybody should be
yeah,
allowed to go whatever they want on YouTube, right? I'm a big
yeah,
believer, man. You can go and sit with the worst people. That's up to you. It's none of my business. But
aye,
the thing
yeah,
is, now it's because there's so many sides. There isn't. Whereas there was kind of two sides. Let's be honest. We all know there was. Everybody can pretend, but there was two sides. There was the
hmm,
expo side, and then there was the cesspit side. Even though them two got on, there was still them two sides.
yeah,
But it never
aye,
got to what it's like now.
yeah,
You know,
aye,
look at that. Cesspit have gone, expo's gone, and now it's just splinters from the different channels. But they never went as low as
mm,
now it's gone. You know, you
aye,
couldn't have jumped on Expos and said about kids and what have you, because he wouldn't have had it, and neither would matter. That would have it
mm,
would have been gone.
aye. I think
Exactly, Bunny.
people bringing kids into it, and all that. And don't get me wrong. If you bring your children onto YouTube,
Yeah,
right? Then obviously, like you said before, everyone's got an opinion. Everybody's got this. Everybody's got that. But some of the vile things I've heard about kids over the last year and a half, it's shocking.
it
It's
is.
shocking that children, you know what I mean? And I just think to myself, wow, but there again, on the other side of it, I can see, obviously not where children are concerned, but the vileness that some people come out with, we were, if you if you want to destroy somebody and you can't, you're not going to physically go and meet them, then you try to do it with your mouth,
Yeah,
but there is some things that do go too far, and different things that maybe was spoken about between like two friends from the other side, and the fallout, and one goes here and one goes there, and they start like talking about things, and then that gets brought up, do you know what I mean, onto the live, or whatever, and you just think, wow, nah, why would you do that, you know what I
but
mean, why,
the thing, right,
I
I'm
just
one of
get it,
these.
to cause trouble.
If I was still with my ex-husband, right, this is no word of a lie, and that person said what they said about my kid, my ex would have got in his car and he would have gone down there and tried to find him. Right, you
Mm,
don't fuck with this guy at all. And he would have, I mean, he would have hunted him down. He don't care how long it took him, he would have hunted him down. But that's what I'm saying.
aye,
When you go that low, you can't think that people aren't going to respond to it, because they
yeah,
are. Me, I
of
personally
course,
don't give a fuck what anybody says about me now. Once he said that, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to lie, you all know it did upset us and it did affect us, right?
aye,
This is why I can't be near him, because I can't stand the prick. I can't. I've
mm,
never said um, a bad thing about him. I mean, yeah, now I've called him Big Nose, a little victim, but the biggest victim on YouTube. But I've never gone deep on someone and called them names like sluts, hooers, bitches. I've never done that. I've never come in here and done
aye,
that. I mean, I could, but I won't. That's not my thing.
aye,
But one of
yeah,
these days, somebody's going to go too far on someone, and someone's going to turn up at their door. And when they do, God help them. Because all that
Aye.
anger they'll have behind them, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh God,
Yeah.
ex-husband talk, swing your age there, showing your age there, Julie. Is that
It's just
Julie's
like
doctor
me,
number 2 on Jim's
if
live early? What the hell are you on about today? I went because my niece turned up with my great niece.
no,
But
you
this
didn't.
one,
You left your
it's
phone
getting
on.
too
You left your
angry.
phone on, and we heard you.
Yeah, it's getting too angry. There's too many people hate
Yeah.
each other now, and it's genuine hate. I don't hate anybody on
Aye.
here.
I
I don't
don't.
think
I
that
don't
deep.
hate anyone on here.
No.
Exactly. It's not that. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? It's not that. It's not
I mean,
that
people I
freaking.
dislike,
Oh God.
but I couldn't
Aye.
say, oh, I hate you. You know what I mean? I hate this person. Even him after saying that, I can't say I hate him. I just dislike him.
Yeah.
You still talk
Aye.
to Cindy? Yeah, of course I am, Don. Still my best day. She
You've
goes
just
out on
missed her. You
Sunday.
okay, Don? She was in here earlier on. Um. Well, yeah. It's just like I always say this. If you're that kind of personality, right, and it gets too much, right, all you've got to do is switch your fucking phone off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Oh,
mean? Switch your
get rid
phone
of that.
off. Or get rid of the fucking app. If it gets like too much for you. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fucking gobshite and I'll fucking gobshite the way I'll need me, you know what I mean? I don't care, you know. But what I can say is um I'm quite happy in my little life.
Yeah.
Real life. I'm quite happy in my little life, you know. And I just think to myself, people people come and go out your life,
Mm.
for whatever reasons or whatever. But just because they come and go, it doesn't mean to say that, you know, people sit there, oh, this one's this and this one's that and blah blah. And what people say like what you say in private to your friends and all that. But sitting on here when it's nothing to do with the person that's spouting off about it, it's about like two other people between them, and
Yeah.
then they drag everybody else in it. You think, fuck me, I didn't want to be dragged into this, man. Do you know what I mean?
So
But you do.
this
You get
is
you get dragged into it. You
um
know.
oh, John on a Sunday night, Cindy's out with the girls.
Yeah,
So
I've
what
never
it
been out
is,
for ages.
I think now, because where we modded, people portrayed us or looked at us and thought, oh yeah, don't like them too, you know.
Yeah.
But they didn't know us. I mean, fair enough, I understand because at
Julie's,
the
I've told you
time,
before. I'll be honest, I did. Do
yeah,
you know what I mean? I did with a few people on here, and it wasn't until people who are not even on YouTube, right?
yeah,
When I was talking to them, do you know what I mean? Said to me, what the fuck you talking about? And I was like,
yeah,
well, I've heard this, I've heard that. And it was like, it's all crap, man. It's all bullshit. And I was like, all right, okay. I'm quite happy to hold my hands up and say, yeah, I used to think this, or I used to think that, or do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm
It's
quite happy to do
AJ,
that,
Don.
you know.
Don,
Oh,
it's AJ.
it's me. Who's the fool out the paddle?
Oh, this
You
is
kid,
it.
don't ya?
And it wasn't until we started doing, like Cindy started doing the music and they said everybody was included, no one, and all the
Yeah.
mods were told, no timing out, no blocking. And then people started coming in thinking, oh, well, hang on, they're not too bad, you know.
Mm.
And we used to go on the cesspit and have a bit of fun with everybody. And then Matty modded us up because, as I said, this one guy was saying, oh, they've said horrible things about you. Matty said, no, they haven't. I said, I've never said about, and I've never called anybody. I mean, I called one person, actual names, and that's JH, but I mean, I got blocked off his channel. I think it was in his new channel within 2 minutes.
Oh well, Frankenhecky's an entity on his own, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I said he didn't need any help from me. But
Exactly.
see, though, I mean, like, people say, no, it's nobody. He said, I'm from Cumbria, right? You hear stuff. We all know it.
Yeah.
So, but others to say, no, that it wasn't true. He said, we know. No, it's maybe different when from your area you might listen about different people and think, well, yeah, we know it's true, but others don't believe it.
Mm,
But that's the only person I've ever said out bad about. I mean,
right.
I got a video again made about me a couple of weeks ago. I'm not going to say the name of the person, but we all know who I'm talking about. And it's like, I'm not responding to you. I don't give a fuck. Your ideas and me, you can keep them. Fun fact, last time I came here, Joe's favourite mod at the time, brought one video on two community people said, well done. I'm not their favourite person. They've made videos after me because of that day. There we go. Yeah, they
Well,
don't
it's
like
it's
me
like
at
it's
all.
it's like what you're saying, what you're saying there, right? And I know who you're talking about,
Yeah,
right? And I used to go there and have a bit of chat and say hello because some of the topics were quite sort of interesting. There was a
Yeah,
couple of people that I know personally went on the panels and stuff like that. And like now, when you look back, you just think, do you know what it is? I can't be bothered with it. I
no.
can't, I can't, I can't be bothered with it. With it, say, oh, you shouldn't speak to this one, you shouldn't speak to that one. You should go here. What you doing in here when you talk to this person? It's like fucking hell, man. Yeah, man. Some of the channels I can in, I can't in them because I'm blocked.
But
Do you know
the
what I
thing is,
mean?
what's it got to do with it's a I mean, let's be honest. Majority of people wouldn't that's in my chat wouldn't have spoke to me 2 years ago.
Mm,
They wouldn't have.
aye,
And now look at us all. We're all getting on. There's no horribleness between us. I dislike
mm,
one person on YouTube. Right, do it in
aye,
that makes videos about me. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't care about their opinion. If I
yeah,
cared about them, then I would respond, but I don't give a shit. I'm looking
yeah.
life, like you said before. I have people that mean a lot to me that I love dearly. I have an amazing family, so I'm happy.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely. I do think some people, people who had like big channels, and to me, what you were saying before about like the people who come in, sometimes when you've got a big channel and you've got like a lot of people in the chat, it's fucking crazy. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's crazy. I've always said I would rather have like a small amount of people who you can have a good laugh with, a good crack with. Do you know what I mean? Need like animosity or shit like
yeah,
that. I've always said that, and I've always wanted that, and that's what obviously we're all getting now because there is no what I call crap and bullshit and people coming in trying to fucking start beef and make fucking trouble and shit like that. We've all got our own opinions on people, and that's quite entitled to them.
I mean,
Just different
I know
fucking
people
voice
have
them to
been
me.
blocked. I know people have been blocked on my channel, but I don't. Now, if you don't do StreamYard, right, you won't know this. But if somebody blocks somebody off your channel, and if you haven't got a laptop, now I had a tablet, I can't find it. I hide it from myself. I must, because I can't find it. I can't unblock anyone. I can't.
You have to go into your whatever like email account you've got for your
Mm,
channel. You have to go in there, and then you've got to go down to blocked. You've got to find the contacts in the block contacts, and then you unblock them from there.
right.
It's all got to be done via either if you're on a, I don't know, a Google account or whatever email you've got. That's what you've got to do, which is linked to your YouTube, obviously.
Mm,
You've got to go in there
yeah,
and
my
you
Google
find your
account.
block. You find your block contacts, and then you just either like
Oh,
keep
right.
them
Oh, well, I'll
blocked
do it
or
that way.
do that. I didn't know that. It was somebody told me how to do it. Do you know what I mean? Fuck me. I've got my channel and I can't even upload now because I can't remember the fucking password. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm just like, what's my password? I can't remember because I lost my
this is
phone, didn't I?
why on my last account, I mean, I've been on here now over 10 years, but on my last account, I didn't know a password. I knew nothing, right? Because you set it up and it's like, ah, yeah, all right, then I'll set one up. I had no
Mm,
intention of it ever coming on. I would just come on and watch certain things.
mm,
I mean, I left, but in that
yeah,
time of leaving, I'd lost everything anyhow. I'd lost my phone and what have you. Maybe that wasn't
yeah.
such a bad thing. But I came back
Mm,
on and it was under my real name. 'Cause I didn't give a shit. I didn't care. And then I watched something and somebody was saying about people going on Facebook and finding family members. And I thought, oh, right, I'm not having that. So that's when I changed it to Jaleese,
yeah. I, you
because
know,
it
I,
was
I
it was
agree.
dark.
I agree with Gav on that. Like, Gav's just said there, it's all fun and games for me, and you never go that low. They just show themselves every time. Gav,
Exactly.
intelligence is a gift that not everybody has. Do you know what I
Because,
mean?
I mean, it's like when some couples say they're going to stab you. I mean, come on.
Uh,
You're not going to stab nobody because you don't leave the front door. Let's be honest.
what again? Again?
Yeah. You're not going to leave. You're not going to leave that front door and stab anybody. That's
Exactly,
you know.
exactly. Fucking hell. It's like,
It's just
you know, it makes me laugh. Honestly, it really, really does make me laugh.
the
People say,
thing
oh,
is, like, could you imagine someone like him meeting someone that we kind of know, right?
mm,
I mean, he would poop his pants. Literally poop his pants.
I definitely.
Imagine
Well,
you're all
but
right.
this is it. I mean, why travel? Why why do people say I'm going to do this? I'm going to say that. Like to travel from like one end of the country to the other end of the country, or to a fucking I don't know to some fucking far away. I'm fucking. Do you know what I mean? Why do people do that? You know what I mean? Oh,
I
I
couldn't
want to
be
be here.
asked.
Huh.
I could
Anybody
not be
says,
asked to get on a
yeah,
train
I'll
or in
be
a
here in my
car.
days or
I
whatever.
get car sick. I get car sick,
I,
right? I've got to sit in the front of a car because I get car sick. So if I was going to fight someone, I'd throw up on them first, right? And then I'd have no energy. I'd be like, no, I've got to go to sleep. Give us an hour or two. You know,
so, somebody says to me, I'll meet you at Mackie D's. I'll say, well, you'll have to wait. I've had me Big Mac and fries and me banana milkshake first. We're there. Grab yourself a coffee. We're there.
exactly. Let me chill for an hour or two, and then I'll get here. But honestly, I'd be car sick unless I was on a boat or a plane, and I'm not going to come to your house on a plane unless I made some filthy rich. I just got a
That you live in
private plane,
Benidorm.
gonna drop us off. Jump out now with your parachute on. But no, I don't get seasick, so I could come on a boat, but I don't have one. I'm not going all the way there. So no,
I'm
I've got
laughing.
to
I'm
visit
laughing. You've
nobody.
just said something. You've just said something there. My dirty little mate has just started laughing. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Mr. England, you're fucking slow. The need I tell you. I'm
I'm
sorry. I'm
slow.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Look at me dragging the conversation down again. I'm so sorry.
Oh god. So, oh, even Gav doesn't know what you meant then. Gav, right. Oh, wait.
Right. I'm only gonna say this once, right? This is sitting on a channel and she comes out with this is dirty. Oh, I could come on a boat. I still got a lot of work. Sorry. Oh god, the riff-raff smack. Sorry. It's just the way you said it. It was the way you said it. I'm just laughing.
I can't hear you. I could hear you, Julie. Are you well up? Right, the glasses are turned up with it.
I thought Mr. England would have been right onto that one.
It's mistake.
Sorry, people.
I don't think it's a it's mistake.
You'd be good if you missed it.
Good evening, Super.
Oh.
Oh, you would have been right in there. If he'd been about, you'd have been right in with that conversation.
Now you get a cough.
Oh, I know, but
I'm sorry.
breaking news. PP has just won JB's first gold medal in the Olympics for talking continuous cack.
I see them in news.
I thought you meant about the Rowan, and I'm like, what the fuck did I say then? And then I said,
well, it wouldn't be for fucking fishing, would it? You never catch us out.
Right, I've got an idea for next summer. Right. Well, good evening, Stu. I don't know if I said hello to you, love. But I've got an idea for next summer, AJ, and I think you would be up for this.
Oh God! Didn't mention a boat. Didn't mention a boat because I'll be away again.
We should go camping.
Do you know what? Right, I've been saying this for ages, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, and I'll mention the kid's name. When Fighting Irish and the lads went camping, right?
Yeah.
They had a great crack, right?
Yeah.
They done a couple of lives. They had a great crack. It was a good laugh. Do you know what I mean? And they all got to meet up and that, and they really, really enjoyed themselves. And
yeah.
I said, like way back then, it would be brilliant for people like off YouTube who like obviously get on and stuff like that to go camping.
Yeah.
I've never been camping in my life, right? And I said, I think it would be just great for everybody to sit around the fire, no YouTubes, no lives, no like phones, I know like that, and just sit and just have a couple of bifters, a couple like some food and just a couple of drinks round a campfire and just have a great laugh. Somebody bring a guitar, do you know what I mean? And just have a great laugh. I think it would be fabulous. Do you know what I mean? Because they'd never met each other before. Obviously, they'd spoken to each other and everything,
Yeah.
but they had a great laugh,
But
and I think it would be good.
I've been camping. I mean, I was old camping when I was a kid, but I don't know if you've ever been to Keswick. Right, so
Yes.
Keswick, there's islands, isn't there? There's a
Hmm.
big island with the house on, and then
Aye.
there's little ones. Now, the little one, I've been camping on there, and honestly, it was amazing. Waking up in the morning, I mean, we went swimming at night. There's not going to be nothing in there that's going to eat you,
Yeah.
and nothing at all is going to pick at your face. Um, so I went skinny dipping, but with a load of lads, right? So they were by the tents and the fire that we'd made. And my mate went and she said, "Where you going?" And I said, "I'm going for a swim." So I took my clothes off. Not complete skinny dipping though. I left my knickers on. And I went in the
Aye.
water, right? So next minute, one of the lads had come round the corner to go for a pee because, I mean, obviously there's no toilet there, so you've got to use the bushes. And he's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
what are you doing? I said, what do it look like? Swimming. So next minute, everybody's in the water. Now, I don't have a towel, right? Because we were idiots and we took one. Because you've got to row boats over there. Um, but honestly, we had the best night. Everybody got drunk afterwards. We just cooked sausages on the fireplace, on the fire and whatever. It was brilliant.
Mm. Fucker. If I went
Couple
in
of
the water,
biscuits, more
if
than a
I went
couple
in
of.
the water, if I went in the water skinny dipping, everybody would be shouting, "Kill it, kill it!"
But then,
I
there's,
Nilo would be a couple of keys, aye. A couple of
there's,
keys and some fucking chocolate brownies.
there's right on the river, on the lake, sorry, there's an hotel.
Mm.
And all the lights were on in the rooms and what have you. So, I mean, I was just swimming away. It was dusk, kind of, it was just the sun was going down and whatever. So it was quite nice. And then one of the lads said, there's something in the window with binoculars. So, I'm one of them women, right? You try and perv on me. I'm going to give you the view. So I just stood up and showed my paps. Well, if you're going to have an look, have a good look. I'm not just going to, put my hands on my, except when I was in Benidorm. Right, we were on the 11th floor, and there was this opposite us was apartments, and this old
Mm.
guy was always there, and his apartment looked on right onto our window. Now it was that bad, well, onto our balcony. It was that bad, right, that even someone that was in a room a bit further down from us said that old man and his family are just constantly spying at you. So I would do stuff to piss him off, right? So as soon as I went in from sunbathing and what have you, I'd jump in the shower. I'd come out the shower and then my best mate would go in. So I'd have a towel wrapped around us and I'd go and sit in the balcony and have a cigarette, whatever, I'd have a drink while she was in there. And then I'd come out and she'd come out and she'd go, "Oh, you're not going to do it, are you?" So I would stand with my back towards his place and I'd open my towel. And she went, "One of these days you're going to be a bit drunk and you're going to do it the wrong way around." I said, "No, I won't. No, I won't." So this day morning, I got up and we'll get up like 7 in the morning. It's too nice to be lying in bed. The sun's already up. And I said, "Oh my God." I said, "Go and have a look outside." And so she happened to peek out the curtain. She went, "It's got cameras pointed in this direction." And he had one pointed. Now, on balconies, you have like a little washing line thing that comes from the wall. You can pull it out or whatever and put your bikinis on there after you wash them, your underwear, whatever, even towels and that. And he had one pointed on there at our underwear. That's how much of it. So then his son was joining in, and his fucking weird daughter. No lie,
I love
honestly,
weird people.
honestly. So I mean, like, how one of these, if you're going to spy on us, guess what? I'm going to give you the view. I am. But no, I think we should go camping to the lakes, and we'll pick
I'm up
where
for that.
we're definitely close to the lake. We know of a female that'll come.
Aye,
She can travel with
definitely.
you. Um, And if other people will
Oh,
be
gee,
choosing,
thanks.
we'll be choosing, we'll be choosing who we invite. Can you
You think
imagine?
everybody else would
I have
do?
never, ever tried weed in my life. Like,
I
never.
know.
So
Oh, you
I,
will.
I could possibly be high as a fucking kite on you. I'm going camping in the lakes if that's your trick. Dad, you would be more than welcome to come with us. Because I
Oh,
trust you, Dad.
definitely.
Dad, you would
Hmm.
definitely be on the list. Yeah. Definitely
Definitely.
next year, I think we should definitely go camping for the weekend, a full weekend. No
I
YouTube, just having fun. I'd even buy games, like, them giant board games and that you can find.
Do you
Oh,
know what
that's
the
weird
best game
shit.
ever is, right? When you're wrecked, right? And it's not like, the
See,
best game the
put up.
best game ever is Twister. Twister's brilliant. You know what I mean? You know when you have it off your head.
Well, definitely. I would have to take a twister. Have you seen what Philly's put up? Be careful
Yeah.
nobody throws you in the lake. Think of two trouts and back.
You fucking
Shake the fuck up, Philly.
just how many two trouts Phoebe and fucking catch. Sorry, Phoebe.
If not
I'm
had
definitely up
before
for that. I've
Teresa,
never
try
been.
it edible cookie. But
Oh,
do you know the thing is, right? We're all getting older, and I've never tried anything really. So, I mean, honestly, I had to laugh when Cindy said, "Does Poppers count?" I said, "No, it doesn't."
oh fucking
Not
hell.
my history. At home, like, we went to Manchester for it was for New Year. We went for 2 nights. It was 2 or 3
Mm.
nights we went for anyhow. So we met these young girl lads and said, "Oh, please come to nightclub with us." So we did, right? There was poppers everywhere. And she's in and she went, "It
Oh,
was
I love
different."
papas.
I swear to God, right, she nearly shoved the freaking bottle up my nose, right?
Oh, I love them. I definitely
we
take
were
some of
in,
them.
we were in fucking stitches. So we came out, and every time we came out, they were charging us a pound to go for a cigarette. They were told them to go fuck themselves. We left, right? Now it was -9 degrees
Fucking
when
hell.
it was freezing. So we got back onto Canal Street and every pub was shut. That's how late it was. Now we were going home that morning. Thankfully, she wasn't driving because I don't drive, as you know. Apparently, I have anger issues.
Yeah.
So she went, "Liz, do you think my tongue would stick to this lamppost?" I went, "I don't know. Let's try it." So she did. I swear to God, I nearly wet my pants off. The tongue was stuck, and she go, like this was right. So I'm coming towards you with a lighter. I'm sitting there
Fucking
cross
hell.
legged, right? this, this is a bad, right? And she started saying, "Poppers." I was ill. So anyhow, she
Yeah.
got it unstuck and what have you. Right? She was like, ugh, my lip and my tongue like this. This guy came from nowhere. Like, what the fuck? I went, and where have you come from anyway? Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. We got followed by a white van. Now, the state we were in, if someone had opened the van door, we more than likely would have climbed in it because that's how pissed up we were. The
And
mattress.
now that one, I've had a few way, I've
I'm
had a few
telling
way
you,
fans chasing me like.
if there'd been a mattress at the back of that van and I climbed in and said, "Yeah, this is my bed for the night, see you tomorrow." Danger, danger knows nothing when I'm pissed. Good evening, Hector. Hope you are
Uh,
well.
Hello, Hector. I'm definitely up for that.
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
say, if I get pissed off, I'll just go and stay in a hotel if I get pissed off.
Right, but you've got to take an air mattress. Nobody wants to sleep on a wet, damp floor. Believe me. My age, I don't want to do that. I might get up in the morning if I do that shit.
Exactly,
So take an air
exactly.
mattress and make sure you've
It's
got a
like I
pillow.
don't mind, right? I don't mind like getting a wash in the lake and or a bath in the lake or whatever, right? I don't mind like going in the woods and doing what you do like in the
Yeah.
woods. Well, some people let you do what you do in the woods. Do you know what I mean? You never know who you come across in the woods these days, you know. But I don't mind doing that. I don't mind the cold. I don't mind getting like down and dirty,
Not
like mucky.
neither.
You know what I mean? Not like oh down and dirty like the other ones. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't mind that. I can cook, you know. But like I say, I'm up for it. I think it'll be a
It
good
is.
laugh. Do
Oh,
you know
I
what I
think it
mean?
would be as
And
well.
definitely, it
Well,
would be a good crack, man. And like I say, if I get pissed off, I'll just go to a hotel or I'll sleep in the
Billy,
car.
yeah, probably better to bring in Asian fruit and vegetables to throw at these clowns. Julius, at your age, I'm sure you're used to waking up in a trap. Oh, Billy. A good sleeping
Yeah,
bag and
okay.
bedding is all I need. Maybe a light for a fire and shop not far away. Exactly, Gal.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I
all,
mean. I think it'll be good because people like when you're in. I think when you're in a situation like that, right? Not that I'm like a guarded person anyway, right? I'm not,
yeah,
right? What you say is what you get. Gobshite Annie, right? So I think it's sort of people drop their guard a little bit. Do
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, everybody does when they're fucking wrecked, but you know, and it's you see the like what I call the real person, if you like.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I just think, yeah, man, it would be a good crack. I'm
I
up for
would
that.
be. I'm just the same. I'm an absolute
Aye.
fucking delight. And if I'm not, guess what? Tough shit you're going to say.
Oh, I'm a miserable fucking bitch when I wake up in the morning. I've got to have like 12 cups of coffee before I even fucking talk.
Say, Victor, you want to come camping with us? Fishing
But
BB over
Hector,
a 10 a
does
day,
it use
bro.
does it use a rabbit to wipe its bum?
Victor,
That's the question.
and
You
just next
fucker.
sure you've got something to swim in so you're not sleeping in your knickers.
Well,
This cloudy.
Like Philly says, at my age, I used to waking up in the fucking damp, so it doesn't make any difference. A good day was had by all.
You just send me on three Red Bulls and six coffees. Like, do you need an helmet? Do I have to bring an helmet with this? I will if I need to bring one. I can find an old bike helmet somewhere and bring it for you.
I remember, I'm not like being like derogatory or anything like that, but what I'm just thinking about it there when the lads went camping, fucking Masters wanted to bring his fucking DJ deck, do you know what I mean? Fucking,
Right.
fucking DJ
So
fucking deck party in the woods.
it's not going to happen. Where are you going to get electric
Oh,
from? I've
oh,
never
that
seen a bear in the woods. Never have I had because we live in England. So we won't see them. I would say, could you imagine going to America and camping out? Oh, no, no, no. I wouldn't do that shit. There's bears,
no,
there's mountain lions, Bigfoot. Well, we've got big feet here, yeah, but
aye.
I
Oh,
haven't said
that
the
that that
name.
that would be my dream. Go hunting. I don't know what I'd fucking do if I've ever seen one, but that would be my dream.
AJ, I'm
Fucking,
obsessed, right,
oh,
with
I am.
sorry,
I'm obsessed with
finding
it.
Bigfoot
Right,
and what have you.
honestly. Yeah.
What's the call over then? The one that's on Discovery at the moment.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
Four
know.
Seasons. Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, so
Have
I
you
think next year we should definitely arrange to go camping. We all know
definitely?
that Jim's definitely wouldn't go for camping. Jesus Christ. And let's be honest, I think we'd all end up drowning Jim because he wouldn't shut the fuck up.
I definitely fucking gagging him.
We'd all
Let's
be
see
taking
him.
turns belly digging and all for Jim. So that's not going to happen. So yeah, I
Oh,
think we definitely go next summer
mm,
camping. And we
aye,
can document
definitely.
kind of little bits of it and then show it on YouTube, the weird shit we've done. Because let's be honest,
Definitely. Aye,
if we're part
definitely.
of
I'm
it,
up for
there's
that.
going to be some weird fucking shit.
If you can't take the heat, keep your ass away from the fire.
We will all go help PP catch his first fish.
Aye, fucking hell.
Oh, right. Can,
Like,
can anyone fish and gut a fish? Because I can't
I
do that.
can.
Sweet.
I can. I can gut a fish. I can skin a rabbit.
Now, if we
I
got the
can.
Lake
I can
District, well,
cook
you'd
a
have to have a
chicken.
license. Well, I say you
Uh,
have to have a license. You decide your fishing rod in your tent. See what the fuck you're on about? I haven't been fishing. Deny all knowledge.
I
Right.
haven't been fishing. I haven't been fishing. I'm just pleased to see you. Sorry. Oh, no.
Oh,
it would be class, man. I can go to fish. I can go to
Oh, well,
fish. I can
there
go
we
to
go.
crab.
See, we sorted.
Aye,
God,
I can do
you
all
can
that.
catch them if
So,
you can. If you know, you can
aye.
sit there like PP and pretend, and we'll go back.
Fuck that. I'll go to Marks's and get like a half decent looking fucking trout and just say, yeah, I got that for the day.
There we go. See, we sorted.
Aye.
Absolutely sorted. All we need
Definitely.
is a tent. Even then, I mean, yeah, we definitely need a tent because the bloody flies would eat you alive.
Aye. Oh God, and it's
I'll bring
like it's
I'll
afternoon,
bring
right?
lemon candles because honestly,
Aye,
in the
bring
lakes,
citronella.
you get what's called them flies, them fucking giant things like pterodactyls, horse flies.
Oh,
Oh my god, they're huge,
or like a
especially
horsefly.
around. Oh my god, them things, right? Good evening, Chemical. Hope you well, Kevlar.
Ah, you can.
As well. I swear to God, right? They're like it. And my mum's sitting there, and there's one right beside her, and God love her, and she was still alive. And I got me trainer, and I just threw it at the.
Mhm.
She what the hell are you fried? And I said, "Do you think I'm going anywhere near?" It was huge. I said, "I'm not going near that thing." I
No,
said,
right.
"Don't be letting them near you because I freaking bite you. Kidneys all
Aye,
bloody start misfunctioning and what have you."
aye. Couple
Yeah,
of cans
so
of
I'll
body spray. Aye, couple of cans of fly spray. Some
yeah,
citronella candles. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. It's like
exactly.
a glamping trip in it.
You know what it is?
I've
But
got
our
me doing
mattresses.
baby trip.
Tipping of the golf fishing a fun 1970s. That's good on that, mate.
Oh, that.
We're all going
Eh,
camping chemical next year.
Aye,
We're going to the lakes. Dad's going to catch
definitely.
the fish. AJ's going to gut it and cook it.
I know somebody with a boat at Keswick.
Oh, do you?
So your dream may come true after all.
There we go. I mean, I can't
Aye.
like knock on someone's door because it's just lakes. We're just going to go. I'm not going to get far in it. That will be
We can
doorstep for everybody.
we can missing in the fucking woods.
I could all boat. I swear to God, baby. The lads we went with all had canoes except one on board to get me and my bestie over. And we
Mm.
set off, and lad was struggling because all their bags were there, the food, the cans, and I'm like looking at him. And at the time, I was like a size 10, and I went to him, "Oh my God!" I said, "Move out of the way." I rode all the way over, and he went to me, "You're a machine." But that time, I was super fit. So we get there. The next day when we're coming back, I rode back. He didn't even attempt to. Exactly, chemical. That's exactly where we're thinking of going, down water.
Mm.
But
Aye,
there's that
that's good.
many of them. We need somewhere where it's going to be private enough. We're not going to get kicked off,
Aye, yeah, and people are
you
not
know.
gonna complain. Do you know what I mean? Because, like I say, everywhere I can, people complain. So, you
I'm thinking one where there's a bit like a beach chilly. Well, it looks like a beach. It's not a beach, but there is sand chilly. No one will
aye,
be there. It was just us
definitely,
idiots.
definitely.
A little
Like
bit
I
of a
say,
walk to get there, but it's not too far. But yeah, I think we're
aye.
definitely for that next year. Bit of fishing. Nobody can
Oh,
see
yeah,
us fishing either, just the nosy old fuckers.
exactly. Bit of fishing, bit of wandering about.
And not
Definitely.
far from it, you can cross the
You can.
field of it and you come to a pub.
Ooh,
Like,
lovely.
I know, honestly. And once we went for a run off, just me and the ex on the motorbike, left the kids at home with my mum. She said, "Come on, we're having a day to ourselves." And we called in there and I got a sandwich. Oh my God, it was beautiful. And there
Mm.
was apple pie for dessert. Oh my God, I was in heaven. And then we went to the lake and I got his fishing rod out and I said, what if they come and ask you if you've got? He said, "I'll just left it at home." But nobody cared.
I'm just gonna
They
go and
do.
get a drink. I'll be 2 secs.
Yeah. Keep your voices down, girls. Oh, man's may rock up. Spent a fair bit of time down there on we climbed all the hills, used to do 10K, the Keswick too. 10. Do you know something chemical, right? A lot of people go there in winter camping, idiots that they are. They have to come with us, chemical. But also, some people go there camping in the winter and get stuck. So then mountain rescue have got to go and save them. And it's their lives because of idiots. So we've been live an hour and 40 minutes. I won't be live much longer, in case you've all got plans. It is, it's a beautiful place, but it's deadly. I mean, you start climbing, especially at winter, when it's icy and cold, and people don't go prepared. Mhm. There was because the theatre, the theatre by the lake, Keswick Lake, they've done a Laurel and Hardy thing as well. Because one of them came from there, wasn't it? Was it the skinny one? I can't remember which one it was. That came from the lakes. Yeah, it was one of the Laurel and Hardy's lot. They came from, I don't know if it was Keswick or, yeah, it was it. I can't remember which one it was. Sorry, my mind's gone blank with it. John, are you being naughty? Oh, Chemical is still working away. Have you not been to there? I didn't go. Shit, COVID. I wasn't going to go for a tomahawk. My guy thinks it's Sylvester Stallone. Your guy, who's your guy? Yeah, but I can't remember which one it was. The Laurel and Hardy duo. If it was the fat one or the skinny one. But I'm sure it was the skinny one for some reason. Mm. Maybe I've been good, Don. I've been naughty to my Gav. Gav, the only rocks I do was when I throw them at circle. You wouldn't throw them at the circle, do you? In our local bakery now, on whatever you get, it comes with a warning not to walk out with it because the circles will attack you for it. And they're huge. Remember, most of them spent time at Sellafield.
I'm back. Oh, you
Welcome
fucker.
back.
I bought one of them, them kettle things where you press it and it's just like dispenses 1 cup of water every time,
Yeah.
right? Well, the one I bought, right, it's got this little dial on it, right, where you can see like if you want the hot water for espresso, if you want like a teacup or like a mug or something like that, right? Fucking hell. I had it set on like me big latte cup and I made a cup of coffee. It's got everywhere. Fuck it. I'm just like, fuck off.
Well,
Stupid
I
fucking
haven't
thing.
been using my hot chocolate machine, but that's because I always buy Cadbury's for this machine. I don't put
Mm,
any sugar in anything because it's sweet enough.
yeah,
But I bought Tesco's on because he was saying, "Oh, it's exactly like Cadbury's." No, it's not, people. It's not at
no,
all.
mm-mm,
So
not.
I had to wait till I got some Cadbury's hot chocolate, and I kept forgetting I bought the friggin' hot chocolate.
Mm,
So I kept forgetting about it. But now you've reminded us on. I'm gonna. There again, it is quite warm here. What's it like in Newcastle at the minute?
it's gone pretty quick. It's been on and off all day. Like it was sunny this morning, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I'll like, put to it like nice and fucking summery on. I get out pajamas for the day.
Yeah.
I thought I'll put something nice and summery on. So I put something nice and summery on, right? Made myself a cup and that. And I thought, I'll go out the street and have a bit crack with people out in the street, right?
Yeah.
I was out there 2 minutes. I was fucking freezing. The friggin' sun had gone in. The clouds came over, and it's been like that all day. All day it's been like that, and now it's cold. Do you know what I mean? So
Well,
I'm just like, fuck it.
this
That's why I stay in
morning,
my pajamas all day.
it was cold. Then the sun came out. Yes, they go, you can hear them speaking. Then the sun came out. But it was blowing a gale. Because we're that close to the sea, that was windy.
Mm.
Um,
Oh,
you can hear the pop from the hot chocolate. I mean, I didn't just buy any size hot chocolate. I bought the
mm.
biggest one I could find because I took it running out of it. Now, when this machine goes off, it's wait, right. Where's the plug chili? Right, there we go. Wait, lady, to stand. I swear to God, it sounds like an airplane.
This water thing does fucking hell. You couldn't like have a sneaky fucking drink or or a sneaky pot
No,
noodle.
right, there we go. Now, I have to put it on latte because I want it frothy for a couple of minutes.
Aye.
I'll put it on the cappuccino setting first. Now, wait, now this.
Oh, you fucker.
Right, can you hear it?
Aye.
Right. See if it gets louder. Hang on. Come on. Get off. There, it's on chocolate. See, I want it frothy on top, but I can't leave it on the cappuccino because it's like a thick custard.
Aye.
If I was to make a cappuccino, I swear to God, bet you two at a hoot at parties.
Shut your face, Phil.
Billy, you'll never find out because you're not included in our championship because you're just a misery.
Yeah.
Gav, you're coming.
It's me
Philip, only
party, and
jealous.
I'll invite who I want to.
He's only jealous you haven't asked him to come. Billy, you can be the bait, actually. Kevlar, is that Kelvin? Is Kevlar Kelvin or not?
I don't know. I've never seen Kelvin for ages. Well, I've not been on, so I've never seen anybody for ages.
Oh no, I haven't seen. Well, I haven't, to be honest with you. I went on Jim's, but Jim hasn't been doing lives.
I noticed when I clicked on when I was having a scoot through yesterday after
Yeah,
obviously watching what I wanted what I wanted to watch yesterday, and I watched it, and I was just like having a troll through. Do you know what I mean? As you do, I was just like
yeah,
trolling through, and I thought, Jim's not been live for ages, and there's a couple of other people that usually go live that don't go live. I went and said hello to my American friends.
yeah.
Obviously came back, watched a little bit more, and then I just thought, oh, do you know what it is? I can't be bothered.
No,
Do you know what I mean? I
I
just
can't
couldn't be
now.
asked.
I
Aye.
just, I've got a stage now where the more time I stay off, the less I want to come on. I
Aye.
don't want to be on as much as I. Well, I don't. I'm not on. If Jim's live, I'll go on Jim's. But even then, majority of the times, I'm busy doing other things, so I'm
Aye.
not there constantly like I was.
Aye.
Or I'm on the phone, or but no. To be honest, I was in Raiders the other day, but I
Aye,
didn't want to
I
do.
went into Raiders and says
Yeah,
hello. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, so do you know what I mean?
but
I
they
just had a
did.
bit crack with you a lot.
Well, he said all that, and then a guy last night got arrested for turning up at somebody's house after what he'd been
Never.
saying about, nobody's worth turning up for and all this. Somebody went to somebody's house, but this guy kept saying, come and meet the boys, come and meet the boys. So he's asking somebody to go on, so somebody turned up, and there was no boys, only the boys in blue turned up.
Wow.
Yeah, he phoned the
Wow.
police. He said, I've got to do what I've got to do. I phoned the police. I thought, you little snitch.
Mm,
You're telling someone to turn up, and now this guy's been put on a special order or something to keep away from him.
never.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
So
See what I
even
mean?
though these people are saying turn up, like a certain people keep telling folk, you go, you're still going to get done. No
Aye.
matter what he says, even you can say, well, I'm going to invited me to come. No, you go, and guess what? You're still going to get done with it.
That's shocking, that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I get it, right? I get it if you're like, if there's kids in the house and all, but if there's kids in your house and stuff like that, or you're vulnerable or whatever, you
No, he was
wouldn't
on his
say to
own.
people
He has no
to turn up.
kids.
Fucking
There's no
hell.
kids.
That's
Good evening, Peter.
crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, That's
Whereas a few years
crazy.
ago, if somebody had said that and you turned up, guess what? You wouldn't have gone done for it because they'd invited you to come.
Oh, yeah. Hiya, Peter. That's mad, that man. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely, it's madness. I
Yeah.
mean, people say, "Oh, I'm coming," and for me personally, if people want to come see me, fucking come. You might walk down the
Well,
path, but
someone
you'll
turned up
fucking
at
not
mine
get back up.
once. Um,
Do you know what I
someone
mean?
they did. Somebody turned up at mine once. Peter, I hope Romeo's okay. Can you please give him our
What's
love?
wrong? What's wrong with Romeo?
I think Romeo was sectioned. I think Peter said.
Right. Okay. I hope he's all right, Peter.
Yeah.
I hope he gets
Um,
better soon.
yeah, somebody turned up at my house, a fella, and it was my neighbour that seen him. So I went out, gave him my phone because someone was on the phone, wanted to talk to him. Soon win.
Mm, yeah,
Mm. Soon win. But that's what I'm saying. And that was just because somebody thought that I was someone's girlfriend
yeah.
at the time. That's batshit crazy. Because somebody was
Mm,
so invested in finding dirt on a certain guy.
yeah.
Um, in fact, it was the person that, well, I'm not going to say, yeah, but
Well,
they turned up.
I mean, loads
I
of
mean,
people have been. I mean, on here, loads of people have been threatened with that. You know what I mean? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I just think to myself, you know how it is, right? If I'm going to come after somebody, right, or I'm going to go and have words or whatever with somebody, I'm certainly not going to tell them I'm coming.
no.
You know what I mean? I'm
When
not
I
going to
was a
turn around. Well,
kid,
I'll be at yours at 9 o'clock. Just shut up, man. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Fuck's sake.
when I was a kid, right, these lasses that were older than me, I mean, I moved from a village to an estate. Now, I was used to everybody being your friend to everybody being horrible to you, right? I'd only
Right.
been there, I mean, I was only like nearly 5. Well, 5. I was 5, yeah, because I was nearly 6 when I started school. Because obviously my birthday's in October. Um, so the bigger kids would pick on us. And I was saying, Mum, no, they're going to eat us. She said, what do you mean they're going to eat us? I said, they keep saying they're going to eat us. She said, listen, right, this is the rule in life. If they're going to eat you, they're not going to eat you. Nobody tells you they're going to eat you. I'm telling you now, if you're ever going to eat anyone, don't you dare tell them you're going to eat them. You know, he said,
Right.
why would you give somebody that warning? You just fucking eat them. So, yeah,
Exactly. You're not going to see it too. I mean, like personally for me in younger days, right? I'm probably still the same now. I'd stand right and somebody would start an argument. I think myself, do you know what it is? I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna fucking twat you instead because that's what's gonna happen anyway.
yeah,
So before I open my mouth, I might as well just fucking throw a punch at you. You
exactly.
know, you know. And I just think to myself, oh, you know what it is, all this fucking crap. And I just think to myself, half of you would fucking, you know, wouldn't even open your fucking door anyway.
It's like
You'd
when
be
I
like,
said about I went on
like
that
the
date
fuck,
with that
you
copper,
know.
right? I was 17, right? Now I had a choice: get arrested or go on a date. Now, which numpty would get arrested and get a permanent record? Oh, would it be me? Right? And I had my hand down my shorts because I had blood in it from when I hit her, hit the lass.
Yeah.
And he's got, what you doing? I said, what do you mean? What am I doing? And I said, I've got an itchy leg. Like, itchy, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he's like, looking at us. I knew why I was hiding my fucking hand. So I went on the date and then I told you, didn't I? He got transferred.
Mhm.
Gave us a number. Yeah. I ripped that bit of paper up and put it in the bin as soon as I went. I was never going on that date again. I'm messaging him or phoning him.
Do you know what,
Never.
Denise, right? I'm so fed up, right? We haven't had a summer because, like, where I live, right, in Clampettville, right? Where I live in
Mm.
Clampettville, right, it's great in the summer because, like, there's always bother. Do
Yeah.
you know what I
There's
mean?
always
Like,
drama.
there's always
Used to be on
drama.
it, but it's all picking gone quiet, hasn't it?
And I miss it. I miss it. I see, like, we'll go sit out the front, and there's about 7 of us sit out the front, like, you know, like on a night time, like through the day and that.
Yeah.
And we sit like have a smoke and that and a couple of cups of coffee and somebody might come up with like some cakes or pasties or whatever and we'll sit there and we'll have a bit of crack and there's been nobody out in the street because the weather's been like shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because like normally like this time it either kicks off at tea time or it's like about now and it starts kicking off. Do you know what I mean? And I miss it because
Summer,
the sun's shit. The weather's been crap. You know,
right?
I mean, fucking hell, man. Even the
It
fucking
is.
Just Eat guys will not fucking come here.
Right? You'll vouch for
That's
this,
a
right?
fact.
Because you live in an estate a bit like mine. Right, well, mine's gone
Yep.
quiet now, actually. Summer brings out the crazies. You know
Mm,
why? Because they do more drugs, right? And they drink more because it's warm and they think party season. It's
mhm.
not Christmas time when all the action happens. It's summer because they all lose their shit. It's summer.
Hey, man, in the
You
summer,
guys
right?
are
In the
doing my
summer,
idea. I'm out
I
of here.
see
Oh, bye, Don.
we know when it's pip day, right? In the summer, because like the mobility scooter is full of cans of like you know the boxes of cans of drink that you get and bottles of wicked.
Yeah.
They're walking up to they go up the shop on the mobility scooter. The mobility scooter gets loaded up with drink, and then they walk back home with a drink in the scooter.
Good
That's how
evening,
we
my Jinxie. If you well, Jinxie.
Oh,
Bye,
dear.
Don. Don't let the door eat where the good Lord split you.
Hello, clipped. Who's
It
left?
isn't clipped. Don, back up
Oh,
slugging my Primark beer. Oh,
it's Primani.
oh, man. Yeah. There's some spot of peace and quiet, Sean. Oh, I thought you were talking about my channel then.
I was going to say, no, you need a different channel for that one.
But honestly, the good crazy. Now, most of it died on her, yeah? All the crazies
Mm,
have gone, or moved off or gone to prison for life or whatever. So
mm-hmm.
it's quiet. It's too
Aye,
quiet.
yeah.
Nothing has happened on this road for about 3 years now. Nothing.
Aye.
And
We had
it's
it.
hell.
We had it well, sometime last year. Somebody pinched a car, and I had a video of it. And they were getting chased, and they overturned it, and it skidded on the road on its roof. Do you know what I mean? Because like the close where like there's a close, so if you come round the close, like there's no way out. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And the car like crashed because it was being chased, and it skidded, and it sort of went halfway across the close. Do you
Mm.
know what I mean? And I think that was the last time we like had any real. But I mean, you hear the sirens flying up and down all the time, but it's like you can't get to sleep unless you can hear the fucking siren gun. But it's like there's been no like major. It's always like the only time like something major is like usually New Year's Eve where someone gets caught like sleeping with somebody else. And then all hell
Oh,
breaks loose on the estate, and then all the secrets and lies come out from everybody else that's involved, and it's usually between like a couple of families. Do you know what I mean? And we just sit outside. It doesn't matter if it's raining or not. We sit outside and watch it and just sit fucking laughing. But like I say, it's never happened for ages. So I'm just as soon as we see them with their tops off. Do you know what I
there's
mean?
going
With
to
their
be
tops
trouble.
off, we know it's on.
Right. I told you about that guy. He died, right? I mean, he did. Oh, God, but I wish God you'd seen him, right? He was, he had jet black hair, the whitest skin. I mean, like, if he didn't have jet black, you would have thought he was an albino because of how white his skin was. He had moves, yes, man boobs, right? His face looked like Sloth of the Goonies, and he thought he was God's gift to women. He really did. And every summer, he would have his top off with his big thighs hanging out, with his horrible shorts on that hadn't been washed for about 3 years. And
You.
he'd walk up and down the road. I knew what was coming. I'd get a text off my best friend because she lives 2 doors down. What the fuck is he doing? I'm trying to eat my tea, and that fucker has just walked past my window. I'd be crying laughing. Honestly, because he was so off-putting. It was horrible. It really was. And
Oh,
then I
we've
said
got
to her,
loads of them.
I came round the corner this day in the car with my sister, and she was a big, big girl, right? Both of them are trying to run after this young lad, and they were stabbing him with a pencil. And he's like, most people use knives, you idiots use pencils. So what he didn't understand was stabbing someone with a pencil isn't as bad to the law as stabbing someone with a weapon,
Mm,
right? I'm not going to say the word in case it gets dinged. But also, it's blood poisoning.
aye.
Lead to pencils they used to use, and I knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, lead, blood poisoning. And that's a
Yeah.
killing itself,
Oh God, aye. I was
but
like,
no.
yeah, this it was they were like stabbing people in the bum cheeks because it,
Yeah,
it was like it would miss like vital organs and stuff like that. That's what they were doing here. They were just walking around stabbing people in the bum. Do you
but
know what I mean?
also,
I was
if
like,
they get it
yeah,
sewed up, every time they went to sit down, it would open up again. That's why they
aye,
do that.
aye, yeah,
It's an everlasting thing, isn't it? Because every
aye.
time you go to sit down, oh,
Mhm.
Jim's
You've got.
live. So, right, people, we're going to end this because Jim's live.
Oh, is he
It's-
right?
It'll
Okay,
be
doke.
on a rampage because I've just seen the title of it.
Oh, what's his title? Tell me before I go in.
Right, but I'm putting it back for you because I'm never going to, I don't say this person's name.
Oh, all right. Oh God. Oh God, what's happened now? Freaking it. Oh, he'll be shooting and barling and oh God, because he'll be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Oh
It's been his
no.
name, I'm a big an ass. Who the fuck is Jim? It's Jim Smith, Don. He's Scottish.
Oh God. Oh God.
It's just going to be all out
Oh,
Christmas.
it's gonna be. It's
I
just
was
gonna be
saying,
carnage, isn't
Thursday,
it? Oh God.
right,
Oh God.
I'm just going to think I'll watch the Olympics because I've missed some of it
Aye.
today. Or
Mm.
him. John, you don't really
Well,
like many people, do you? Good evening, Peggy. You are lovely.
uh, I don't like many people either, but hey ho.
The
Not
thing
many
is,
people like me neither, but so.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say, you like Peggy, but
Uh,
everybody likes Peggy.
Aye. Hiya, Peggy. Sorry I didn't see you there in the chat. I've just put
Right,
my
so we're
glasses
going to
on.
end this because Jim's gone live. So,
Okey doke. Okey doke. Well, I'll see yous all over in Jim's.
yeah.
Be ready for the carnage. Julie, thank you so much for having
No, you're welcome.
another fab night. Jack,
No, thank
thank
you
you
for
so much. You've
jumping
all
with
been
us.
brilliant.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
good night. God bless everyone. Oh, thank
Good
you
night,
very much for
everyone.
joining us, and I'll see you all of at Jim's. Good night.
Yep. See you in Jim's.
Bye.
Bye.